Hey everybody, how you doing on this Saturday? Hope you're having a great weekend. And as usual, do my little update Saturday for you guys. But before I get started, I'd like to maybe tell everybody that I'm having a wonderful Saturday. Some few things there kept got the good endorphins flowing in my brain. I just decided I'd like to spread that around and not big things, just little things that just put me in a good mood for the day. Well, first of all, I got up this morning and took the update pics, and everything. No big changes. Down a couple of pounds in weight. I'll throw a picture up here a little bit later, but feel very confident. Feel like this is completely in control, and I feel 100%. I feel 100% confident that I'm gonna destroy that gladiator look. I'm going to beat that version of myself. So, first of all, that put me in a good mood. And then leg day, I was going to train legs. And I was debating in my mind, I didn't know. I said, I think I'll train in the dungeon, try to get a video in and maybe talk in between. Or sometimes that gets a little hectic. Or will I go to River City and train? So I was walking by the basement door, heard this loud music going on down here, and listened. There's what's going on there. It's loud rap music going on, and I heard weights banging, and I heard the heavy bag going, and the reflection bag being used, and my son and their friends, his 3 friends, were down here. I could hear them laughing, and geez. That was music to my ears. I just big smile come across my face, and I thought that was awesome. Just could be doing a lot worse stuff than down in the basement, banging around weights, having a good time, and playing music. So that really put a smile on my face, and I said, well, I'll keep on over to River City, over there, and Mark Downey, the owner, was there, and a friend of mine, and hadn't seen him in a while, and had a chat with him, and then Neil showed up, Neil Schofield, and I didn't rush the training. I did my sets and took the time and had to say to chat with my 2 good friends, and just all around good Saturday, good mood. And coming over here, going to make a pizza for the boys and do my little mini protein pizza on the side for me, my 500-600 calorie pizza, and continue on to the trek to the Flex Lewis. But anyway, I thought I'd just kind of share that. Having a pretty good feel Saturday. Hope all you guys are too. It doesn't take spending money or winning money sometimes to put you in a good mood. Just little things like that will, knowing that your boys are doing well. And Ashton starts a new job on Monday, which I'm really excited for him about. So everything's going good with this old fella. Anyway, yeah, took the update picture this morning. I'll put I'll slide a couple of pictures in here, and hopefully maybe I can find somebody to slow it down so you can get a better look. Yeah, so anyway, I was 190 this morning, dead on. I was 196 last night before I went to bed. I kind of got to stop drinking water there early in the day. I should just see if I've died any overnight. It really did make a huge difference. I think maybe I have to go through the carbon up process, but I just thought I'd play around with it. So that's what I lost overnight between water and glycogen, 6 pounds. And I woke up 190, and I think I still look pretty good. I can see a little bit of fat loss. I look maybe a little less full than I did last week. So, me and Neil talk. I think we're going to try to keep this weight right around here between 190. Not go under 190 for another couple of weeks. I'm plenty lean, and 4 weeks will definitely get me anywhere I want to go. I'll probably even have to slow it down then, to be honest, not to get too depleted looking, because an amateur bodybuilder like me, and I'm only 190 pounds, if I sacrifice too much muscle, I'll stop looking like a bodybuilder. A bodybuilder has a certain shape, really. Has a kind of an X-frame, like the shoulders, the thighs, and everything like that, smaller waist. And it's different when you're like a 250 pound, 270 pound pro bodybuilder. You lose 20, 30 pounds, and some of that might be muscle, but you still have so much to spare that you still have that bodybuilder shape. And that's one thing that it's not only a conditioning and conditioning show. You have to have the shape of a bodybuilder. I mean, there's people out there that ride bikes, bikers that are shredded year round, but they don't have the muscle, they don't have that X-frame, and they could step on stage and be shredded, but you have to have that bodybuilder look, and I don't want to lose that. So we're trying to hold on to that, that muscle size, that X-frame as long as possible, and not sacrifice that, and still come in really good condition, and I'll feel better on stage too as well. So I think I'm very, very confident that I'm going to beat that Gladiator, that last show look. And I put a picture up last night on my Facebook profile page. Almost sorry I did it now, because it was probably my all-time favorite picture of myself. It was from the 2018 New Brunswick. I think it was the night before. And it was in the motel room. And, sometimes you get there's times that everything just peaks perfectly for a bodybuilder. Like the fullness is right, the amount of water retention, the sodium, the potassium, all that kind of stuff just is right, even the right lighting. And a lot of times you'll get your best shots in the motel room the night before. You'll see those pictures everywhere, and maybe it won't look quite as good the next day. Although I look good in 2018 too. No complaints there. But this is my all-time favorite picture. And sometimes even the adrenaline and how relaxed you are will have an effect on how you look. So in the motel room, you're pretty relaxed. You're well rested. You get backstage the next morning, maybe your adrenaline gets going, and that could affect how you look. You might smooth out a tiny little bit, but that was it's one of my favorite pictures ever. My favorite bodybuilder when I first started was Rich Gasperi, and he had kind of a narrow frame. He was really vascular, dense muscle, super hard worker, and he was always getting runner up to Lee Haney. And at the time, it's like everything else. You're always pulling for the underdog. Now that I'm older, my personal opinion, Lee Haney is the greatest bodybuilder of all time. Greatest Mr. Olympia, even more so than Ronnie Coleman. Sorry for a lot of you guys, but that's my feeling anyway. But back then, Rich Gasperi was my favorite look. And over the years, I've always thought in my head that I never be that size, but I've always thought that I had that look in me, that graininess, that vascularity, and for that one picture in the motel room that night, I finally had achieved what in my brain I had always thought I could be. So I'm glad I have that picture, and I posted it. It might be a bit of a stretch to try to hit that for this show, but I mean, you got to have a target, right? And we'll do the best we can. I'm a few years older, and I mean, I was I think 48 then. I'm 51 now, so when you get a bit older, the difference is kind of like dog years. Then the difference between 48 and 51 is a lot different than the difference between when you're 30 and 27, unfortunately. So we'll see what we can do. But I'm definitely going to be better than my previous version, no doubt about that. And we're definitely on the right track. The more I do these videos, I get less interested in doing these update pics than all the stuff that's on my mind. I watch YouTube videos a lot, and they kind of kickstart some stuff I'd like to talk about. So before I leave this quick update video, one of my next videos coming up is going to be, is there a difference between being conditioned and being shredded on stage? And I just watched a YouTube video there a few minutes ago, It got me thinking about if there is a difference. So maybe you guys can think about that, and I'll be doing a video shortly on my take on that subject. Anyway, hope you guys are all having as good a Saturday as myself. And if you like the video, comment, subscribe, do all that fancy stuff, and go back, see if my burger's cooked in my little Ninja air cooker, and get that pizza ready for the boys. Anyway, have a good weekend. We'll see you next time.